Hi, this is Jennifer Stevens with the Journal of Commerce. I'm here today with Catherine McDermott, Deputy Executive Director for the Port of Los Angeles. Thanks for joining us today.
Thank you. I'm glad to be here.
So we've noticed since the last TPM that you've developed and approved a 5-year strategic plan. Can you tell us a little bit more about that and about your goals and priorities for 2013 and beyond?
The strategic plan that our board adopted is focused on 3 key results area: financial strength, competitive operations, and infrastructure. Within those 3 key results areas, we have a number of initiatives that are more focused, and we're looking at developing and maintaining our world-class infrastructure, retaining and growing our market share, advancing technology and sustainability, and optimizing land use. Some of the initiatives are very visible, and that includes our capital improvement program. You can see what we're constructing out there. And some of the initiatives are less visible but equally important, and that includes our Port Master Plan update. That will ensure that we use our land in the most efficient and optimal way, not just now, but over the next 20 years. So we think this plan is really important to the port.
And what are the key projects that the port is focused on in the coming years?
We have a $1.2 billion capital plan over the next 5 years, and that focuses on, first of all, our main channel dredging project. That was a 10-year project to dredge all of our channel to minus 53 feet. We're really excited that that's done, and that creates the possibility that all the large ships can get through the channel. We also are focused on terminal improvements, so we're well into projects with both TPM and China Shipping that will modernize and expand those terminals. It will also add on-dock rail to TPM. That's our last terminal without on-dock rail. We also have rail improvement projects, and the biggest one we just kicked off and broke ground on our Berth 200 rail yard project. That will be the new home of our short line operator here in the San Pedro Bay, Pacific Harbor Line, and that will help them use that area for their car loading business, but it also create on-dock or near-dock storage for our 3 West Basin container terminals. So that's really important. And then we have a number of roadway projects. So we see these improvements as not just physically on the terminal, but to make sure the entire system around the port continues to move and function efficiently.
And what can you tell us about the Trade Connect program, and why is the port involved with it?
We really love this program. This was a homegrown program that came of the idea that we understood that small and medium-sized businesses have the best chance to succeed if they're exporting. And so what we do is we conduct workshops. We start from an introductory level and go to the graduate program, and we bring together resources for these small and medium-sized businesses. The port staff, the Department of Commerce, Exim Bank, customs officials, expediters, and we help these businesses understand how to get through the export process and where they might have the best chance, what countries they might have the best chance of exporting to. We have looked at this program. We started off in the Southern California geographic area, and we look at areas by geographical or by a specific commodity and invite those businesses to our workshops. We've also in the last year expanded the program, and we've gone on the road. So we've worked in Ventura County and San Luis Obispo County with schools and businesses in areas in Northern California, and we even went to the Midwest. And then we've conducted programs in both Spanish and English. So we see this as bigger than the port. We see this as consistent with the National Export Initiative. We see this as a way to help grow small and medium-sized businesses.
And tell us a little bit about what the Port of Los Angeles is doing to stay competitive.
We think we're really well positioned to stay competitive. I've been working here in the San Pedro Bay for about 20 years, and it's really, to me, I so admire those that in the last 20 or 30 years understood and took the risks, both on the port side and in the industry side, to build things that no one really understood if they could be filled or used optimally. So I look at that as the basis, and our job is to continue that. And that is growing our facilities, that is growing our partnerships with the railroad, with the truckers. We've got just a great, abundant, and productive labor resource here. And so the other thing that we learned during the downturn was that we have to listen to our customers and we have to understand what they want from us. And what they told us they wanted is reliability, stability, and communication. And from that has come a group that of the industry stakeholders and the ports as facilitators, where we're trying to tackle both small and large issues, turn times, how to improve them, and what we can do to facilitate that, how to look at the chassis system. And Tony Sosha just talked about that in this morning's session, that this has to change. So I think that when we look at where we're positioned, we think we're well positioned. We know we have to listen to our stakeholders, and we know we have to continue building world-class facilities.
Great. Thank you so much for joining us today.
Thank you, Jennifer.